Hello everyone, my name is Alana B. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Up. Frank Fritz, the beloved former co-host of American Pickers, is facing an incredibly challenging time after suffering a serious stroke. Fans of the hit History Channel series were left stunned when news broke that the 59-year-old reality TV star had experienced a major health crisis, prompting his demand for privacy as he focuses on his recovery. But the circumstances surrounding his stroke and his intense reaction to the media coverage have raised some intriguing questions. In this article, we'll explore everything you need to know about Frank's health battle, his public appeal for privacy, and the surprising truth behind his recent health struggles. You won't believe what has really been going on behind the scenes. Frank Fritz's career began decades ago when he and his co-host Mike Wolfe founded American Pickers, a show that quickly became a fan favorite for its unique blend of history, treasure hunting, and quirky personalities. For years, the show was one of the highest-rated programs on the History Channel, with millions of viewers tuning in to watch Fritz and Wolfe travel across the United States, uncovering forgotten relics, antiques, and oddities from barns, junkyards, and basements. However, as American Pickers grew in popularity, so did the personal lives of its stars. Fritz's relationship with Wolfe became a topic of public speculation, especially when the duo's dynamic shifted, and rumors of tension behind the scenes started swirling. Fans began to notice that Fritz wasn't appearing on the show as much, fueling theories about the future of the program and his place on it. What no one saw coming, however, was Fritz's sudden health scare. In mid-2022, Fritz's absence from American Pickers became even more pronounced, with fans wondering where their favorite picker had gone. In July 2022, it was confirmed that Fritz had suffered a stroke and that he was recovering at home. The news hit hard for his loyal fan base, many of whom had been watching him for over a decade. The shock was compounded by the fact that, for a long time, no one had known the extent of his health issues. Fritz's recovery process has been slow and difficult, and the reality star's demand for privacy following the stroke is now a focal point of media coverage. "I just want to focus on getting better," Fritz reportedly said in a statement after the news broke. "I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me, but I do ask for privacy during this challenging time." But why did Fritz feel the need to demand such a strong boundary when it came to his privacy? Was there something more behind his stroke than the public was being told? Here's where things get even more intriguing. While Fritz's stroke came as a shock to the public, insiders have started to reveal more about his private life leading up to the incident. Friends and family have spoken out, suggesting that the pressures of fame and constant public scrutiny had been taking a toll on Fritz for years. His recent absence from American Pickers and his decision to step away from the spotlight were reportedly signs of his ongoing battle with stress and mental health challenges. Sources close to the reality star have disclosed that Fritz had been struggling with personal demons long before his stroke occurred. Those close to him say that the constant media attention, coupled with personal issues, had been weighing heavily on his mental health. It's even been suggested that Frank had been dealing with high blood pressure, a condition that can increase the risk of a stroke without addressing it fully before the event. Adding another layer to the mystery is the relationship between Frank Fritz and Mike Wolfe. After years of working together on American Pickers, there had been growing rumors of a rift between the two men, with some speculating that their professional disagreements might have contributed to Frank's emotional and physical struggles. While both Wolfe and Fritz have never publicly discussed their differences in detail, the lack of Frank's appearances on the show led many to believe that the two might have had some unresolved tension. Could it be that this personal and professional strain played a role in Frank's stroke? Was it the buildup of stress from a career that had been under constant scrutiny for years? These are the kinds of questions fans are asking, and there's no easy answer. When Frank Fritz made his public plea for privacy after his stroke, it wasn't just about protecting his health. It was about protecting the details of his personal life from the media frenzy that so often surrounds public figures. Given the intense nature of celebrity gossip, especially with reality stars, it's not hard to imagine why Fritz might feel the need to take a step back from the limelight. But there's a darker side to all this. Some critics have raised concerns that Frank's demand for privacy may be an attempt to shield certain aspects of his life from being exposed. The stroke itself, which came out of nowhere for many, has sparked speculation that there might be more to the story than meets the eye. Could Fritz be hiding something that would paint him or those around him in a negative light? Or is he simply trying to protect his peace after years of living under the microscope? We may never know the full story of Frank Fritz's health crisis, but one thing is clear: his stroke has changed his life in ways that none of his fans could have anticipated. While some questions remain unanswered, one thing is certain: Frank Fritz has a legion of fans who are rooting for him. The outpouring of support from his followers on social media and beyond has been overwhelming. People from all over the world have sent their well wishes and positive thoughts as he continues his recovery. Many have expressed gratitude for the joy and entertainment Frank brought them over the years, with several fans reminiscing about their favorite Americanpickers moments. Some even started campaigns online, encouraging others to respect his request for privacy and to give him the space he needs to heal. It's clear that Frank Fritz's fans are deeply invested in his well-being. His strong presence on television over the years has made him more than just a reality star. He's become a part of many people's lives. For now, they'll have to wait patiently for updates on his condition, but most are simply hoping for his full recovery. One of the biggest questions on everyone's mind is whether Frank Fritz will ever return to Americanpickers. The show has continued on without him, with Mike Wolfe and other guest hosts filling the void. However, Frank's absence has left a noticeable gap, and fans are clamoring for his return. While Frank's demand for privacy suggests that he may not be ready to step back into the public eye just yet, there's always the possibility that he could return to the show when he's fully recovered. Mike Wolfe has been vocal about his desire to see his longtime friend and co-host get back to doing what they both love, and there's no doubt that Frank's return would generate massive excitement among fans. However, if Frank chooses to retire from the spotlight altogether, that too would be respected by those who have followed his journey. His health and happiness should always come first, and that's what fans will continue to support. Demand for privacy after suffering a stroke has only added to the mystery surrounding his health and personal life. While fans are eager for answers, they've respected his wishes to keep the details of his recovery private. What is clear, however, is that Frank Fritz's health battle has been far from simple, and it's been a challenge that has touched everyone who has ever enjoyed Americanpickers. As we await further updates on his recovery, one thing is for certain: Frank Fritz will always be remembered as one of the most iconic figures in the world of reality television. Whether or not he returns to the screen, his legacy will endure. But for now, let's respect his privacy and send him all the healing energy we can. Following a stroke, Frank Fritz is requesting seclusion. The former Americanpickers player does not want intruders at his home in Iowa. Since being fired from the reality show, the 58-year-old has led a life away from the spotlight. Continue reading to find out more about the most recent development regarding the well-liked cast member. Frank Fritz had a severe stroke at home on July 14, 2022. He was discovered on his home's floor by a friend. He was in stable condition when he was admitted to the hospital. The 911 call that the Sun was able to get indicates that the event occurred prior to 11:00 a.m. My friend was splayed out on the floor when I arrived at his residence. I can't hear him. I'm not sure, but he might be having seizures. Mike Wolfe, a former cast member of Frank, was the first to inform fans of the news. He requested prayers and well wishes on social media. He was criticized by others, nevertheless, for disclosing private health information about Frank. His phony social media post drew criticism from others. Americanpickers fans still hold Mike accountable for firing Fritz. Given that Mike's brother Robbie quickly took his place, they believe he had a role. However, Mike told followers on social media that he's been extremely private about Frank's life and his journey over the past year. When admirers saw Mike's new products in his antique store, they once again referred to him as shady. "Bring Back Frank" is printed on a range of t-shirts. Even though Fritz and Mike co-starred on the show, they had a long-running dispute. In talks with The Sun, the former reality star has been candid and frank about their conflict. Fritz wishes to remain anonymous. He erected a fence with a "no trespassing" sign around his farmhouse in Iowa, as seen in the pictures you can see here via The Sun. The source was informed by an insider that this is a significant shift since the gate was never closed, but he just received the sign. As he continues his recuperation, Frank was not seen at his house for the last week. Who placed the sign there is unknown. According to Bill Fritz, Frank's father, his health is getting better, as reported by the Quad City Times. Frank's full recovery will take time. The public disclosure of his medical records did not sit well with him. How do you feel about Fritz requesting privacy? Is it a decent concept, in your opinion? Please share your thoughts in the comment area below. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Americanpickers 24, and stay with us.